Welcome to the Blue Green Ocean Road podcast.
Well, it's raining again. Well, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Blue Green Ocean Road with your host, David Stenberg. How you doing?
Where's my R's? No RR?
Oh, sorry, David R.R. Stenberg.
That's almost a tagline.
Pay homage to Tolkien and Martin.
Yeah. You write 18 big, fat, thick books, and then you just stop. You want an ending? You ain't getting it. I got money now.
How's it
Fuck
feel? As my father would say, how's it feel to want? Whenever you wanted something, right? How's it feel to want?
Yeah. I wants to know.
I guess, like, your kids are like, hey, what do they know, And you're like, as a father, you're like, yeah, you want to give your kids whatever, but, you just can't give them everything they want, And
No.
the constant, like, nagging that I'm sure I put my father through. He probably like said, oh, yeah, you want that? How's it feel to want?
Yeah. Especially when you catch yourself saying the exact thing your father used to say.
Yeah.
Where money doesn't grow on trees, god damn it.
Right. All those things you swore you would never say to your kids. You find yourself.
Yeah. Back when you didn't know shit.
Now we understand the struggle.
Now I get it. I understand all.
What's been going on? How's your new car?
So far, good. So far, so good. That car's a little runner. I need to do a brake job on it as well, but I'm gonna wait till inspection time, which is later this year. Not dumping no money in yet. I'm just getting away with it right now. $3,000. If I drive that thing for a year, I made my money back. So I'm pulling for that. Here's Mike. Let's see. Look for the spaceship. All right. Hey, Mike.
I'm in mission control.
Out in space.
Uh-oh.
Hey, how you doing?
Okay.
Spokesman from NASA.
It's just running sucks today in this computer.
Yeah, what's going on? You in a new place? You in a new spot?
Yeah.
Hey, Mikey Co-op. All right. Hey, Mike.
Hey, what's going?
Okay, I can hear you.
Nothing's new. It's just not working properly.
Mike,
I'm gonna try
you're kind of choppy.
and get on.
We're all choppy.
Choppy.
Choppa.
Now Mike's just. I wonder if he knows he's just frozen.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and get on my phone. It's on my ear cunt.
All right.
These goddamn cunts.
That's what you get for using Windows.
Again.
Wow, look at that.
More pondage.
All right. Doing the...
Not as bad as it was the other day.
Huh.
But I'm sure I've got water in my cellar again. I'm going to have to back out.
Don't have a cellar. But
The
my
ground
cellar...
is thoroughly saturated.
My cellar has water in it, but I don't own it no more, so... I know it's got water, though. This is one of the ones that would have done it.
Yeah.
I lost Mike. Both mics just disappeared.
I have a frozen picture of Mike here.
Okay.
That's
Mike's moving.
Coffee.
Everybody say something.
Tea.
Hey, can you hear me now?
I can hear you. Mikey? Can't hear
Internet sucks. It's the weather, man. Everybody's internet sucks.
you. Well, mine's fine. Oh, maybe it's
Well,
me.
fuck you.
No, Mikey's frozen. God damn it. Can't get baked until everybody's moving and talking.
It's the phone. You got to go on the phone.
I know.
I was trying to watch YouTube earlier or listen to YouTube while I was working, and it just wouldn't work. So
Oh.
Can you hear me?
So
you can hear you.
You can hear me?
I can hear you, yeah.
You're choppy. Your movements are like.
No, he's fine. He's fine. It might be you.
Okay.
Everybody's
Good.
okay.
Hey, how you doing?
Everybody
Nice
seems
to-
all right. Even you, Mike.
Yeah.
You seem
Just
okay.
because I move like that because wait.
I'm not gonna be Sativa Dave today. I'm doing indica. Indica. Yeah, I mean, like, I'm learning now. I didn't know shit about this stuff before. You know, it's just like, whatever the dealer told me it was. So, like, I mean, fucking sativa, man. My mind just catches fire. You know what I mean? I don't need to be around people on sativa. I need to be around a pencil and a pad or something. You know what I mean? It's just like, I need to, there's fucking
I get
ideas.
that with
Or at least a book.
I get that with both of them. Like every time if I get high, I have to get up and do something. I just feel like I got to do something.
Oh, yeah.
Even with indica,
Well,
take
indica,
a walk, something. Play my guitar mostly. That's what I really like to do.
indica does help. Like, I'll go to sleep. Like, that'll just that saves insomnia, man. I don't care. Like if it's really bad, like three indica gummies and bye-bye. It'll be like an hour. I'm gone,
Yeah, it's not really good sleep, but it's better than no sleep.
I don't know. It seemed okay to me.
You don't get that REM stuff
Oh.
when you smoke pot.
Oh.
That you need that. So it helps you fall asleep, but you only get to a certain level. So don't rely on it too much if you can help it.
Well, they were long sleeps, so eventually I think I ran
Yeah,
somewhere.
it's better
along
than
the-
no sleep.
Yeah.
I hear you, man. It's better than no sleep.
Yeah. It's like time travel. Sometimes I'm just trying to time travel, because I don't want to
Yeah.
stare at the wall for 4 hours,
You're right.
12 or whatever.
I had wild dreams last night.
I didn't have any. So I didn't sleep. I napped a little. I don't sleep. They took away my Sundays. They make me work Friday now. When we started this, I had Fridays off. I don't know. Like, I got off at midnight, and I'm just I kind of just stay awake through the night.
So you have Sundays instead? You have
Yeah.
Sunday nights off?
Yeah, Saturday and Sundays now. That's been that way a little while.
So you worked last night?
Yeah. I've been doing that for a while now, actually. A couple of times I've managed to fall asleep at 6. I set my alarm so I can be up now. I did that. I fell asleep finally, I don't know, around 6:30 this morning, and it was like one of those hard get-ups, like, what am I doing? I don't have to do this. This ain't a job. I'm not getting paid for this, Okay. What the fuck am I doing? I'm never going to get paid either. I hate to
No.
break the news to you.
Not going to get monetized. Our podcast is not going to get us any cash.
No, we're not going to get cash. And if the
We
thing
gotta
does
get
generate
beyond
money,
4
somebody will figure out a way to
views.
steal it from us.
We got to get beyond those 4 views each week.
Well, if that leaves 1, 2, 3, who's the fourth person? Because I never watch it. I can't. Who's the
I don't
fourth?
know.
There's one
It's hard to
person who's looking at us right now, or will be looking at us.
It's all
I
wild.
do. I put it on sometime during the week. Whatever I'm doing, I do something. I'll
Yeah?
put it on.
Yeah.
That's
Just
cool.
for viewership, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of the views
Plus,
mine,
I'm
but
just
it's
so
odd.
into listening to myself talk, I just can't get enough of it.
I love me.
Oh man, I would divorce me if I could.
Yeah.
Oh God, I'm so sick of this guy.
I know. You look at it and go, who the fuck? How do I
trade
have
up,
friends?
Man,
Hope-
like, what the fuck? I hate the way he chews. I hate the way he leaves his clothes all over the floor.
Oh,
You know.
smells bad.
Fuck this guy. Then he gets drunk and he wants to have sex and he won't leave me alone.
Oh, my
Jesus
God.
Christ.
It's all
What a
hairy and
divorce.
shit.
What a-
There's no getting around it,
There's a big, hairy, drunk man in my bed. Sounds like a Stephen King
I
novel.
don't tie myself up or anything, you know.
Yeah, don't tie me
I ain't
up.
worried
Oh,
about
please
it.
don't. Whatever you do, don't do that. My safe word is ouch.
Mike, save us from this. Is there any snow up north? Got any snow up there?
Mikey's in and out over there.
Mike's frozen. Does he know he's frozen?
He doesn't know he's frozen.
He looks like a Roman statue.
Kind of
You know,
sort
they
of
had
like
big
better
hats.
Any better
Hey,
now?
Mike.
There you go.
Yeah, you gotta go sideways. Silly savage.
What's your
That
safe
used to
word,
be
Mike?
Albert Carl's. That was Albert Carl's slogan. Gotta go sideways.
Yeah.
Sideways.
Remember Albert? Gotta go sideways, man.
Where is
Sideways
that guy?
everywhere.
Have you heard from him at all?
Oh yes, I spoke to him after. I think it was like since his brother's wedding. I spoke to him. Like I got his phone, and he's living in Providence, in the old YMCA building.
Wow.
And,
Yeah,
yeah,
right?
he makes. I told you,
Okay.
he makes. Yeah, doing well. Makes money.
Good.
That's getting along. Rides bikes everywhere. He's got says he has 10 bicycles.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah, Albert was always into something, and he was always into it big. You know, he was big into cars, right? When computers came out, he was big into them, and I guess bikes are the way. Do you have any e-bikes? Does he have any of those?
I don't know. I think he might have mentioned it if he would have. I mean, he would have mentioned it if he had one. But yeah, maybe she should look into that.
Just wondering. I look at them online and go, ooh, you know, but I ain't buying one. Not yet.
I see.
Well, if I lived in Providence like him, I'd get one. That's great.
If we had
Get
bike
around
trails,
really well.
I would.
I think some guys like take them camping and you know, like this one guy had a little trailer he built, and him and his dog would go
Yeah.
on the e-bike way into the woods, and they'd park it. He had this little tiny little like teardrop camper that he would go in.
So,
That's pretty cool.
yeah, there's a YouTuber who does that.
Yeah, I've seen him.
It's probably
That's the guy.
me and you. There's another one me and you watch. That guy.
Yeah.
That guy who made that really light box. It's cool. He has
Yeah.
like lanterns he holds on the outside and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right. Yeah. I like him.
Yep.
Rusty Forrest does that. He's got an e-bike. Keeps in the back of his van.
Oh yeah, that's another guy, Foresty Forrest. Check him out.
You've seen him. He's done a couple with Steve.
Is he? What's happened to
Yeah.
Steve? I haven't seen any new ones from Steve.
He's got the flu.
And Forrest.
His last video was having the flu with Steve or something like that, and he says, "I'm sick as a dog. I'll see you in a couple of weeks or whatever." You know.
Yeah.
Plus, he could use the break. He gets nervous that he doesn't kick one out every week.
Yeah.
It's better that
He's
he
running
just
out of
makes a
ideas.
good one. I have some I
Running
watch
out of-
over. I hate the ones, you know, it sucks that when his wife was alive, you know? But I still watch those. I mean, I started watching them again while I was avoiding them. There's one I love. He does a highway medium, a little patch of woods. You always look at that. That one I love. Because it starts, he's just running across the highway up into the, and he's like, oh, this is great. You know, he's like having a great, you know, it's just, yeah. Except for when the semi loses control. And
Yeah.
barreling through your
It happened,
clips,
I
like-
guess. He's done a couple of them by the highway ones. He did
This
one
one,
where he
yeah.
made his own billboards and he slept behind them.
How about the culvert pipe? That was a great thumbnail. It's like a culvert pipe. What the fuck?
You know, I wonder, like, though, like, what could he really get into trouble for doing that? I mean, there's homeless people all over the place. You know, like, are the police ever going to really bother him when he's stealth camping?
No, but you know he don't know that. I guess he's well. He should be paranoid anyway. You know, because not really cops. I mean, he's like you're
You just
a
want to
crazy
avoid people
person.
in general. I get it. You know, stealth camping, you want to avoid people in general, but I don't think he'd really get in any trouble if he ever got caught.
No, right now all he has to do is open the YouTube videos. It just should. This is my
Yeah,
channel.
see,
This is what I'm doing. You want to be in it? You know, like mostly says, "Oh, camping with Steve, man." Like I said, if I caught Steve, I'd fucking love it. You know.
Oh yeah, I join him.
Yeah. It's like,
That's me.
what can we do? Can I want me to blow the siren?
We get a selfie.
So, Mike, what'd you dream about?
Oh man, I dreamt that there was this kid, and he was in some kind of residential school, right? And he wanted to escape because the people there were really mean to him, and so he escaped. And there was all this like following this guy around on this adventure, and sometimes there were people I knew in this dream.
Yeah.
But you're rooting for the guy. It was like I was watching a movie, and I'm rooting for the kid. Like, yeah, man, you gotta watch out. They're coming. Weird.
Gestapo.
Yeah. It was like a residential school. Kid had a horse. I guess he was an Indian kid in a residential school. I don't really. Yeah, I guess it must have been that would make sense. But he had like a horse. He was riding through the woods, and like he had to dress up like a cowboy when he went into this town, and people left him alone because it was like in Montana or someplace where people ride horses sometimes in public.
Actually, he was in Mike Kennedy's head.
He was in my head,
Mike
all right.
Kennedy land. It's got horses in Montana in it.
Yeah, Laura was in it.
Laura's in
My
it.
uncle was in it.
Laura's in Mike land.
On or anything?
What's that?
Was there anything on, like a TV or podcast or anything?
No.
It was a vision from another universe, an alternate reality. Mike
Mm.
from an alternate.
Well, I hope he got
universe.
away. That's all. I woke up thinking that. I hope he got away. I hope like he only had a couple more years till
I
he was
hope
18.
you got away.
No, it wasn't me though. That's the thing. It was like someone I knew or something like that. I was rooting for
Wow.
him though.
Yeah. Might be a real guy. You were just tangled up in his shit while you were asleep.
I hope I helped him out.
Yeah, you astro
It's
travel.
entanglement. You were viewing someone else's life.
I've done
Oh.
that.
You know,
I
you
did
hear
an
that theory
exercise.
that we all live with the same cast of characters in each successive incarnation of ourselves and other universes and whatnot. More or less the same cast of characters that we become accustomed to.
For eternity?
Only we play different roles. No, we play different roles. Like
I'm stuck with you guys for
sometimes,
eternity?
like our father would be our friend.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
get it. I
that's
get
it,
what you're
man.
saying. Like sometimes you're married
And,
to them, sometimes you're this child, sometimes they're your child. Like when you
Sometimes
reincarnate.
they're your parent.
I've heard that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
You
why?
know, sometimes your dog is your friend, and then sometimes your friend's your dog.
That's
and,
true. Though. Why is the population
George, don't
increasing?
pee on the floor. What's that? I'm sorry, Mike. What'd you say?
I mean, that's true. I like to, it's fun to entertain, but why? But there's more and more people. So how can that be?
Yeah. Well, it's just a.
That's an
Some guy,
illusion. That's an illusion of time, and that's an illusion of
time's not a thing.
Everything's an illusion,
existence.
Mike.
Take time out of it. And
It's
you're
an
all
illusion
set.
of time and existence. It's just like our minimal perspective on things. Things that
You only just
it's
think there's more and more people. Those
time.
people aren't real.
Yeah.
Just the people in your
Well-
circle are real. Everybody else is an illusion.
It's all a fog. One time I learned this, I was reading this book and there was a chapter on astro travel. They call it remote viewing, all that shit.
Yep.
And I just broke it up with a girlfriend and I went to the apartment that we shared yesterday, right? And it was empty. And there was no way it was empty. I was going, there wasn't any way that it could be empty. And I went up there to see if I was right, and I was. I'm fucking blown away by it. And so I actually went there. Yeah, it works. It works. It's something I can
So
do. You
did
can
somebody
do it.
take all your stuff?
No, she moved. She moved quickly. Like she had somewhere to go suddenly.
What the fuck?
Excuse me. My kitchen too.
Hey, Laura.
Oh, this is podcast land.
It's all her coffee now. I don't like it too bad. Go somewhere else for the podcast.
Women don't care about this. If we were making money doing this, they care.
That's all they care about anyway.
Please. If you want to
Yeah.
This is going to be on the World Wide Web. They're going to hear you saying this.
We got a title. Oh, please.
That's right. You're etched in eternity now. You know,
That's right.
this will live on in.
Forever. Long
AI
after you're
knows
gone,
about
people
you.
will be able to hear your voice saying that.
Fuck off.
Especially once we get popular. Generations will listen to us now.
Yeah, when we have groupies, you'll change your mind.
Coffee will
Then
be
you'll
done.
see.
I had a classic chasing green the other night. Yeah.
Look at all this hate. Look at all this hate. We got.
Anybody there? Anybody there?
Yeah. You there,
Yeah,
Mike?
here.
We see you.
I had a classic tiger chasing dream tonight. You ever have?
Well, not in a long time. Not tigers. When I was a kid.
Yeah, it was fucked up, man. It was like I was looking out. I was in a house looking outside, and there were like 3 tigers, and they were fighting, and somehow they went away. And then when I went outside, they came back, and it was a classic tiger chasing dream. It was, they're chasing me through the house, chasing me, and then people would let them in. I'd go upstairs.
Shut
Let
the
'em in.
door.
Into the basement down there.
You can let them
And,
in. That's it.
Somebody would let them
Isn't
in.
it a chest plate? Who
Were
let
you,
him
like
in?
running in mud?
People won't
Was it really
listen.
hard
They just
to
won't
run?
listen.
It was a few days ago. I don't remember who let them in, but my dad was in the dream.
Who let the
I know he-
tigers in? Ooh,
It was a woman who let him in.
Probably.
definitely. Definitely. You hear that, Laura? How many women come flying through a door and not turn around and close it? Just come fly through it. With snow whirling around behind her and shit. Oh, yeah. All your lovely heat blowing out
It's
into
horrifying.
into
Man.
town.
It's horrifying.
Yeah, that's pretty common, being stalked in dreams and whatnot. You know that there's something out there working toward your demise.
I get once where
There's
I'm
always
driving
elements
backwards
out
and I
there
can't
working.
stop. I'm just flying backwards. I'm in reverse and I'm moving like a motherfucker and the brakes ain't working.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's wild.
I hate that one.
Sometimes I
usually
dream
wake
of
up.
Sometimes I dream of these really big bridges, these unbelievably tall bridges and steep, like really steep bridges over
wow.
water and stuff. And they're like a mile long, and you're like,
Yeah.
your car is like going down and zooming down,
Yeah. I dream of these high rises, these crazy high rises, and I'm on the top floor. It's usually like a bathroom, and it's like a little window, and you look out, and it's like sick high, like clouds and shit, right? And it's a big giant hotel. It's usually empty, and I get to
Wow.
kind of explore it, and like the middle's hollow, like CCRI is in Lincoln. Only
Yeah.
like it's as deep that way too, It's like
You mean
I
Warwick.
love heights,
The Warwick
right?
one.
Yeah. I don't know where that is. I was looking. I think maybe that might be a hotel somewhere.
Huh.
It's one of those places I keep landing. I keep going to.
Yeah, there's a lot of hotels like that, like the Hyatt in Times Square.
Yeah.
Well, actually,
It's like it might
Not
be
the
like in
Hyatt,
Arabia or something, like Dubai or some shit like that.
Yeah, they got a tall one over there.
Sure.
It's one of the tallest in the world over there, if not the tallest.
My niece went there. Remember Alexandra? When she got married, they went there. They went there and some island in the Indian. I don't know, Malaysia and shit. But that was one of the places they stopped. They went there. They do that. Like Italians go to somewhere in Arabia.
They do that. They
do that. They
do
go
that.
places.
oh yeah, it's a worldwide tourist destination, Dubai. They have all the best hotels and best resorts now because they want that tourist dollar. They want that.
And they have the old
European, American
architecture.
tourist
There's
dollar.
still shit there. Like, like Europe, and it's like a museum. Like, you'll see some really old shit that's pretty fucking wild, Stuff that hasn't been bombed in a
Some
war.
really modern stuff over there. Really ultra modern stuff over there, like space age looking stuff over there. In Dubai. They're making islands. They do all kinds of wild shit over there.
Yeah, I saw that. What's that? That little fucking place. That little whatever. They made one that looked like a palm tree or something out.
Yeah.
Yeah. They moved the dirt out. They made a mess. That's
Lots of it over there. Lots of sand to move around.
a lot of sand to move around. But they put the sand in the ocean where instead they could have just dug the trenches like in the sand. They could let
No,
There
but
have
this
been
gives
two
them
ways
more
to go
territory.
yeah.
Makes them feel like a real country.
Yeah. We made land.
Yeah, watched the Ex Machina last night.
Hey, how'd you like it?
It's pretty good. Pretty good.
Pretty good, huh? I love that movie. I
thought
actually
it was
own
great.
it. What's that? There's
You know,
certain
it's-
parts I keep watching over and over again.
Thing
I
is,
can't
it's
stop
10 years,
watching.
it's 10 years old. Okay?
Yeah, the naked bits, man. That's the best part.
No, I was thinking about the murder bits. The
The
naked
thing
bits.
It's 10 years old now, you
Naked
know?
bits.
Yeah.
Naked
It's like,
parts. I need
Wait,
a
wait,
new
no-
tit
Yeah,
for
they
my
get old.
robot.
If you're old, they get old.
it's not this. It's really not this futuristic thing anymore, though. You know, I mean,
No,
it
it's
is.
not.
No.
But 10 years ago when it came out, it was. You know, more
Well,
so. Anyway,
That's
More
one of the
so.
reasons I wish I could see it again for the first time.
That was good.
Oh, I'm sure there's other stuff on the horizon we can watch that deal with the same subject.
Her has come true. When Joaquin Phoenix falls in love with
Her was
Scarlett
great. I
Johansson's
like
voice.
that.
You ever see that one? Her?
Yeah, that was great.
That was really good. And there's one
Yeah.
I saw the app the other day. I was on the Google Play. She's there. I could have her. You could turn your phone into her.
Was
They
it
have Scarlett
Johansson's
Johansson's voice.
and you could have that. You could have Scarlett Johansson on your phone.
Sure. Oh, I don't know if her, but voice close to it. It wouldn't be her. She'd be
character-
pissed. That's a Dark Mirror. That's pretty
Yeah.
good. There's a celebrity, Selma Hayek. She's in the Dark Mirror.
That was a good one.
That was really good.
She was great. She was funny.
anything with Joaquin Phoenix, man, I haven't seen anything with him in it that wasn't good. You know, Joaquin
I saw
Phoenix.
something that wasn't that
That's
good.
true. Yeah. I went on a trip and I
what
watched
the hell
everything he
was-
ever did. Once I just got the list and went out and did it.
I heard
Brothers,
that Napoleon
Sisters,
wasn't good.
All of them. Yeah, he's good. He's really good.
I heard
You
that
heard
Napoleon
Napoleon
wasn't
wasn't-
very good.
Who told you that?
No,
I
well,
hadn't seen it.
Who?
from a historical perspective, it's not. It's not. It tries to be too many things. Try to be like a relationship movie because they wanted to deal
Oh, Napoleon.
to
yeah.
people with relationships and they wanted
Jordan-
so it's too much, too little. I mean, it's too big of a subject to condense into.
Also,
like a
historians
2
are
or
going to
3 hour
ruin it
movie.
for you, right? They're going to go, that didn't happen that way. It didn't happen that way. And it's like, yeah, I know. It's a movie, man. This isn't a history lesson. This is a movie. If you want history, go get a book. Fucking Glory's like that.
No, I want to see it. I want to see history.
Yeah,
I want
but
to read it. I want
No,
to see
you
it
don't
on the
really.
big
You'll
screen.
fall asleep, and then you'll leave, and then everybody will say the movie sucked.
Well, that's it. I mean, this is what you got. All these contending things are. We'll
Right.
put up money for it if you make it more of a romance.
That's right.
Relationship drama.
Oh, not
than
too much
history or
romance,
whatever.
though. Nah, not too much.
Not too much. Just
Yeah,
enough.
just a little bit. She just takes
enough
off her
to
shirt,
ruin it, I guess,
and then we
you
move
know?
on to the fucking
Just enough so you
torpedoes
see the
and
naked
explosions.
man's butt.
Yeah,
So Napoleon's
Just a
bobbing
quick,
male,
and then,
naked man
off
ass,
the wall.
bobbing shaved male man ass. And stuff like that.
Yeah,
At least they
that's
did that for
allowed.
you.
Oh man, they got plenty of that. I
That's
guess.
the crime right there. There's a frustrating hour.
so Napoleon is out, eh?
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, I
yeah,
think
for
it's
a long
streaming
time.
now too.
You already saw it?
No, I haven't
have-
seen it
I
yet.
have not.
I
yet.
mean, I'm really interested in that part of history, and that's
Okay. I thought the way you were talking
War and
about
Peace.
it, I saw it, you know.
Vanya Emir takes. I like that period in history. I know a little bit about it, maybe not as much as some people. And
No,
I
I've
can
seen a million
appreciate the
movies based
historical
on.
perspective and whatnot.
I've seen a million movies based on history, and knowing the history. I just thought I made. This
Right.
would not be made any differently, Especially if the historians
Stanley-
are going like that.
Stanley Kubrick was
This is what I'm
obsessed
doing.
with.
I'm not watching
With,
anything. I'm reading
Napoleon.
this. This is the shit.
Really?
The Outsider, Stephen King. This fucking thing. It's great. I'm about that far. So. You know what's cool about reading? Like, you can't do anything. You can do anything in a book, right? There's no budget. It doesn't matter. You don't need CGI, nothing. QE what?
It's true.
QED,
What's that about?
quantum electrodynamics.
Oh,
This is the man, Richard Feynman. He's awesome.
All right.
Feynman, he's great. He's the best. He's the coolest scientist ever. He plays the bongos.
All
That
right.
guy. That guy.
That guy plays the bongos.
Yeah, he's nuts. Well, he did when he was alive, anyway. But
And,
yeah,
he's not no more, eh?
well, yeah, he used to play the bongos. No, he's wicked. He's a great guy.
He's
Like,
wicked dead.
A great teacher. One of the if it wasn't for Einstein, he'd have been considered the greatest physicist in the 20th century.
I know. I read
He's
that.
the
They
guy who
said,
figured out the O-rings.
"Oh yeah,
Remember when the shuttle blew up?
yeah. Oh, that
He's the
guy.
who fig-
Oh
he's the
yeah.
guy who
Okay.
figured it out. Yeah.
He caught shit. He was going, no, this is what happened. Said, no, the company worked for. They were trying to hide it and shit. For some reason.
Was he the whistleblower who knew the
Oh, he
weakness
just
of the
figured out
O-rings,
what
or
happened.
did he figured out independently? Because the engineers who put that together knew
Yeah, he knew.
that was going to fail
yeah.
at some point. But was he
figured out
one of the
test-
engineers, or
He was the
Or
guy
did
who
he figure it out?
testified.
independently that this was going to happen?
I don't know if he was working for them or not, but he was the one who testified. He's like, look, and he put the little thing in the ice water, and he showed him what happened. Oh, Jesus!
Yeah, they knew that was a possibility. They did it anyway. The gaskets
Yeah.
did that, but they'd stay together until they got into space. You know what I mean? That was the idea. I think it was you couldn't run it that long, and they said, well, it's acceptable. I think it was the temperature outside in Florida that morning. There was ice on the fucking rocket.
too
They said,
cold.
you should not
Yeah.
launch now, or they'll fail.
Well, that's the thing about the shuttle. There was always too many variables, and that's why it became such an expensive system to operate.
That
There
was a
was
big
way
public-
too many variables to
No,
keep.
they had a teacher
that
on
thing
board and
afloat.
shit. They just fucking rolled the dice because everybody's watching and complaining. I read the paper that day, right? It happened. The paper's a day late, right? So, like, this is yesterday's news today in the paper. And there were all these stories about some kid went down there and they were in the bleachers, they didn't launch, and they had to fly back home and not see it.
Yeah, the human perspective.
The last thing it was, the little kid goes,
Part of
now
all
I'll probably
journalism.
never see it, right? And I said, oh, yeah, well, if you stayed another day, you'd gotten a show like a motherfucker.
Yeah, she was from New Hampshire, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we did a puppet show at the school she was from.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, Joanne was teaching that day, and they were watching it, you know,
Wow.
when it happened. And
did she know her?
she didn't know her, but she wasn't teaching at the same school or anything. But they were watching it on the TV with the kids, you know.
Wow.
Uh-huh.
I slept that day. I worked nights. When I got to work, the guy says, it's going to be cold tonight, not like the shuttle. And I go, what? I didn't know what the fuck he was talking about. And then he told me, he said, shuttle blew up. I said, no shit. And I got the paper, and the paper was all about how the shuttle didn't launch yesterday. That's how that day went for me. Yeah.
Huh.
I was
Was it
always
you that
under a
called
rock.
me up, Mike? I mean, Dave. Was it you that called me up when you said, turn on your TV? One of the World Trade Center towers. was
No,
burning?
you did that to me. You woke me up.
I think I did that to you.
Yep.
Ah, and
You
then
said, "You
as we were
watching TV?" I
watching
go,
it, the
"No."
second one.
He said, turn it on because the second tower just got hit. You called me right after. I was asleep. Yeah, you woke me up. And 9/11 began.
Where were you on 9/11, Mike?
9/11.
I was actually I was working with this guy with disabilities. We were swimming in a pool, and we were leaving, and we walked out through this. We had to go through the bar in this hotel, and there were like a cluster of maybe 6 or 8 people watching the TV at the bar, and I kind of stopped at the bar there and could see what was happening. But
Yeah. After you woke me up, George, then it was the Pentagon. Holy fuck! And then some random thing in a field, and then nothing. You know, I mean, the president was.
You
in
know,
a
it was
hole
interesting.
somewhere.
Here's an interesting thing. I heard this news report. They came on and told about it, and they said, but don't worry, Dick Cheney's safe in a plane flying above the. They didn't mention Bush at all. At all.
They didn't know where he was. We had
He was in a
Giuliani.
costume.
Giuliani was the president all day.
He was the real. He's the
Dick
one
Cheney
who was
was
really
the real
running
president.
the country.
That's why they
Yeah.
said that. They weren't talking to you and me. They were talking to, because they were using the news. They were talking to the people who run things.
Yeah.
Don't worry, Dick Cheney's fine. He's flying in a Air Force One or whatever. But they didn't say, "Don't worry, we got George Bush." They didn't even like mention him. It was fucking weird, man.
He
George
was
Bush
kept
was
out of the
reading
loop.
stories to the kids, right?
Yeah.
You ever see
Yeah.
that?
Yeah,
I
yeah,
whispered in his ear.
Yeah.
And he froze. He didn't know what to do because
He's
Dick
like,
Cheney was handling things.
He's like, oh
Like,
shit.
what do I do?
Dick Cheney was orchestrating the whole thing.
Help me, Mr. Wizard. I don't want to be president anymore. Drizzle, dazzle, drazzle, drum. Time for this one to come home.
It's-
What was that guy's name? Timothy Turtle?
I forget. But he always thought he wanted to be something, and then when he got there, he went, I don't want to do this. That's happened to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we used to be Mr. Wizard back in the early days of computer. We'd always go, "Help me, Mr. Wizard, help me out of this mess."
I
you
still
know?
do that.
And you come over and fix our computing problems. You are our Mr. Wizard.
Yeah,
Yep,
that
that's
was a
right.
big dummy.
Back in the day.
I was a wizard. Yeah, 94, I was king. Yeah,
That's
I knew how to
right.
swap
You're
out a
the
hard
man.
drive. Ooh, I could get a mouse to work. Now everybody uses their finger. So, it's all over. Everybody's an expert now. I'm surrounded by them. They know everything. Oh, do you know what 2FA is, you guys?
No.
Two-factor authentication. You might know already. It's like when you log onto, say, Google, and they text you a
Do that.
code.
Everybody's
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
do that.
Right.
Yeah.
Two-factor
right.
authentication. That one's gone. There's one I've been using. I actually used 2. I have these keys. Like, you can have my password, but I have a physical key, a physical one.
Ah,
So, like, now you have to have my password. You're big in my house, and you get the thing off me.
I like that one.
Yeah. See, that's the one used for banking and shit.
yeah.
Google has an app. It's an authenticator, and they give that code, like an SMS code they give you. But this one changes every 15 seconds or 30 seconds. You get a different one. It's always present. And you can even use it offline. Because SMS is like 2FA is good, but that SMS can be read. So there's still a way to break in. Somebody can spoof it where they can SIM swap. They call it something with the SIM. They can actually steal your phone number. Then you're fucked. Then they're in everything. So it made me think of it because George said he got hacked, like Facebook or some bullshit. So,
Yeah, I'm off Facebook now. I can't even get back on.
Lucky you.
It said that I changed my password back Monday or a Monday past a week ago, and they says, and I can't for the life of me understand how that happened.
Do you have
I can't
2FA?
get back on, but I think it's yes with Google, but it still won't work.
No, you don't have it with Google. You need 2FA with Facebook.
Well, I got Gmail too, and
Gmail has nothing to do with it.
well, you can have it through them as well.
You log in Facebook with your Gmail account?
Yeah. Well, I gave up my well, now I have never mind. It's just fuck. Anyway, I'm kind of like saying, well, I'm not on Facebook. Well, good. Fuck it. I don't want to be on Facebook.
Yeah, but somebody else is, and they're you now. So
Yeah,
maybe,
probably.
maybe
So
take
if you get
some
anything
interest
from
in
me,
this.
it's not me. Yeah, everything that
Right.
everything since at least since Monday, at least since a week ago. If you get anything from me, it's suspect.
Of
Anything
course.
posted in my name,
Yeah.
it's suspect now.
It
That was
is.
always suspect.
No, I treat everything like that.
Well, all right. So I'm just gonna say, sayonara to Facebook now. So
But I kind of said it to you.
don't even.
You should use 2FA. You should at least take a little interest in that.
Think about all that time you're gonna save, George.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. Well, I used to play a lot of videos and stuff in the background. I used to, excuse me.
Yeah, we know.
I used to run a lot of video through Facebook and just use it as background, kind of like Spotify when I'm doing stuff around the house.
Yeah.
What do you got for breakfast there? What are you eating? What's that plate full of right
Yeah,
there?
what you got there, Mikey?
Tortillas. Is that one you made?
This is a tortilla called Egg Life. And it's egg. It's 100% egg.
But don't you have a tortilla
Jesus.
maker?
So I'm having egg.
What kind of heathen are you?
Having
Egg.
egg on.
Mike, it's a big flat egg.
Fuck that.
With pork sausage.
Cold sausage and egg white tortilla
Fuck that.
with
That is fucked.
It's fucking delicious, man. I can't.
Get it away from my screen.
The thing is, if I eat carbs, I blow up like a fucking balloon, man.
Yeah. Don't we all?
Yeah, so
Yeah,
I keep
well, that's-
carbs.
Eat a big loaf of Wonder Bread. And then jump in
So
a
I gotta eat.
pool.
I gotta eat
Cigarette in
really
a
high
bottle.
protein. Gotta eat really high protein.
Well,
Egg on egg.
that
So, all right. I want to try something.
uh-oh.
Yeah. I have this questionnaire. I think if you guys think of a questionnaire, remember Mikey said, what if all your food you ever ate was on the floor suddenly, right? That was pretty good,
Oh, yeah.
right? But so we gotta think of those, right? Maybe text each other. I had one.
All right.
I have one.
All right,
It
what's
has to
your
do with the Beatles. Like list, because they're all different categories. Like your favorite Beatles singer, right? Would be, but the songwriter would
Ringo.
be different. The Beatles songwriter, your favorite Beatles songwriter would be different than your favorite Beatles singer, for instance, right? So you could rank them by 4, like number 1 Beatle for songwriting to number 4, right? Yeah, it is a hard one.
That's
you have to
really-
think about it.
I
I
can't
already have
really
answers
do
for
that.
it, though, right? My favorite singer, I'll let you know, is Ringo, right? My favorite songwriter is John, right? Solo career. Favorite Beatles solo career?
George Harrison.
Yep. That was mine too. I mean, shit like that, right? But I mean, you can have 2 and 3. Like number 2 would be McCartney. Well, that's hard. This is all hard. These are hard, and it's going to get comments.
No one's gonna comment.
No, I make a
I bet
short.
you-
Like make a short. Throw it on the tickety tock. That'll piss
The
people
thing
off. Oh, I
about
can get us
tickety-tock.
viral if you want.
You get on the TikTok. I ain't going on TikTok. That's a
Tickety-tock.
Chinese.
No, it's the
fucking-
YouTube tickety tock.
The reason that's so hard is because they each complemented each other so well.
Yeah,
Oh, even number
Yeah,
4
they're-
in a
the-
slob.
absolutely.
The whole was greater than the sum of the parts for those
Yeah,
guys.
That's true. That's true. Every one of their solo albums would have been better, in my opinion, if they had been Beatles albums.
Yeah,
Oh, if only.
because Lennon and
Only.
McCartney were like yin and yang. You know,
Yeah, they really
Yeah.
balanced.
Mhm.
Yeah,
balanced each other.
You guys saw Ron Howard's 8 Days a Week, right?
yeah.
Yeah, that was great. That was fucking great. There was a lot of stuff. I like Paul McCartney said in there that when Ringo showed up, it was like, whoa, finally, somebody in time and shit. It's going to be great. You know? And
Did
then
you see
McCartney
that-
said something else. He says, John usually wrote the songs. He'd say, show up, you have it already, right? And my name ended up on it anyway.
Well, it happened. That went both ways too.
Yeah. They just didn't care. That wasn't even a thing with them.
They were going to be a songwriting team, and they gave each other credit on all the songs that they wrote together.
Yeah. You see
or,
where they
or
met?
separately.
like Paul McCartney says, people say, what do you like to do? I like to write songs, and people go, oh, okay, whatever, right? And then one day he ran into Lennon, and Lennon goes, yeah, me too. And oh,
Lennon definitely dominated the early years, so the Hard Day's Night years and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, that was his album. You know,
He wrote
Oh, yeah.
the most Beatles songs out of all of them. He
Oh,
wrote
yeah.
the most of them.
yeah.
Somebody added that up. Can you believe it? Somebody added that up, and actually, like, there was a little short video about who wrote the most Beatles songs. Kind of naturally, I clicked on it, but I mean, someone
Okay.
actually had to add them all up, you know?
there's quite a few back in the old days where it was really 50-50, you know?
Yeah.
And then it started, 66, it really started to be, 80-20.
Yeah, but even then, the songs were better because of it. Even the 20% made them better. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Exactly.
I agree. They were they had great influence on each other.
Sometimes it was one line. The guy added one line, but it was perfect, you know?
I buried
And they-
Paul. And then there was like that mistake. They read the tape backwards. And it was Lennon. Lennon didn't do like he could play music, but he didn't know shit about technology. He had the thing going backwards. He goes, "Whoa, what's this?" You know, it was a mistake.
Yeah.
Ah, that was awesome. Yeah, that was a good movie. I watched that twice. I
Did
just
you,
watched it recently again.
Did you see the one? Did you see Get Back?
Oh,
The
yeah.
5-part? What
I don't
was
know.
the 5 parts?
No, I
Who
never
directed
watched
that? Remember Martin Scorsese did one where they filmed them making an album, and it was really bad. It was like they made it look like this. It was a story of a band breaking up, but they actually found all this other footage, and the guy said that like that wasn't like that all the time. There, they weren't just fighting with each other the whole time.
No, of course not. They were friends.
So the guy Jackson, who did the Hobbits and all that, he put together all this footage. There was like 50 hours of footage that they didn't use, and he put out a movie or a thing because it's in parts, and it was really good. Shows those guys just fucking around and having a blast, just like goofing around in the studio, and slowly you see these songs come together, like just by accident almost, and like, but they're just fucking around, having fun, doing funny voices, playing, just playing around every day in the studio. Pretty wild.
What I loved about that movie was Whoopi Goldberg talking about she went to see the Beatles, right? And Sigourney Weaver. She was another one. They were both like all gaga
Screaming.
over them, They were,
Screaming.
yeah. Yeah,
Anyways,
that's a good movie.
if
I
you
like
get
that.
a chance, see that one by Jackson.
Yeah,
Get
6
Back. I
hours
think
long.
that's what it's called.
Six hours
I might
long.
have saw it, just forgot.
6 hours long. But 8 days a week is long too.
Yeah. Just the touring years.
Yeah,
that
it's
was
not
really
6
good. Ron
hours.
Howard's great. Fucking love his movies. I do. Apollo 13, that was the shit. That was really good, that movie.
Oh yeah, he's a premier director for sure.
Yeah. If he did it, go. Definitely go.
Little Opie.
Opie.
Opie
I heard
Cunningham.
Ken
Opie
Burns.
coming here, man.
I heard Ken Burns on the Chinwag. You ever listen to the Chinwag?
Oh yeah, how was that?
He's really amazing. I was really impressed by him, just
Yeah.
his, I've never really heard him interviewed before. And
I have.
I love his documentaries, but I mean, I've never heard him interviewed. He's really good.
He's a real smart guy.
He really is.
I've seen who was it? An interview. I saw an interview with him. He's really smart. Yeah. Cool guy.
The Chinwag.
The Chinwag. What's his latest project? What's he working on now?
I don't
Did
know.
you see the one about the bison that recently came out? He did the bison.
That's the most recent, right?
Yeah, it was good. I like to watch a lot of nature shows. I like sometimes when I'm just playing my guitar, my electric guitar, I'll put on, nature shows and just watch the animals while I'm just practicing or whatever.
That was Mikey's house on Walker Road.
Yeah.
Continuous. I was like watching,
Yeah.
hyenas eat a lion and shit. Sitting there baked.
Name
Baby dog on my
You
I love
lap.
that stuff.
Baby
Nature shows
dog.
are so much
Yeah.
better now. They really got the camera work down now. You know, they're really artistic with it. Way better than old Mutual of Omaha.
You know, sometimes you start seeing like CGI.
Well, the equipment's so much better. You know, much more or less intrusive, and could be in more places and from more angles.
And they set up better shots. They're like really more conscious of where the light is now, and like be artistic about the whole thing.
Well, I don't even have to worry about that as much anymore because you can tweak the
but no, you do it on purpose.
Like
this one scene, they're looking at these elephants, right? And it's the sunset, and it's the orange sun behind these two elephants, and they're like in the water, and they're spraying water, and it was like the most beautiful artistic scene, you know?
All done in computer.
Like it wasn't just that they caught these elephants doing what they're doing, like, you know, just happened to be like set up in the. They made sure they got the shot right, you know.
Yeah, I agree.
You got egg on his face.
Want a napkin, Mike?
Mike, you got egg on your face.
I don't know.
That's what you get.
So, like, if that thing happened, all the food came out at once, that'd be on top.
Or on the bottom.
Sriracha, baby.
Sriracha.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Good. Get red eye. See if I can.
Chug
Chug it. Chug.
Check it. Scream on the toilet later. Yeah. Yeah. Everything puckers up.
Good for you.
Woo. I disagree.
Good for you.
These are
I
tortillas.
like a good hot sauce.
That's cool. I never
He's
got
putting
it.
more
I
egg
don't
in his
understand
face.
it. You know, I don't understand that at all, man.
What, hot sauce?
Yeah, the really hot shit. Like, whatever. You know, I
I
never
love
seen
the hot
anybody.
sauce.
They don't look like they're enjoying themselves, okay?
Yeah.
So, okay, go wild. I don't give a fuck.
I don't like it too hot. I
Yeah.
like the flavor, though.
I am
like
a
the flavor.
puss. I will put on a t-shirt. Pussy. Can you say pussy in 2024?
Nothing
Well, it
like
depends
good
on who you
hot
say it to.
sauce for eggs.
Damn it.
Eggs is a good medium for hot sauce.
No, toast
Potatoes.
is. Toast.
Potatoes.
What?
Home fries.
Potatoes.
Oh, potatoes. I thought you said bananas. I don't know. What the fuck is bananas doing in my egg?
Home fries,
Potatoes.
baby.
That's
I was
right.
just talking to Heron about, like, I haven't been to a diner for a diner breakfast since before COVID, you know?
Oh, wow.
And that's one of those things I missed during COVID.
My last
You know?
diner was with George and his father. And remember that? That was the last one.
Oh, and in Danielson that
Yep.
time, yeah. That place is no more. That place is
That was great.
is a Thai and what
African.
African. Is it open yet? Did they?
I don't know. But
Another
I don't
place
want
to
African
check
food
out.
for breakfast. I want their meat pie. I wish they still
The meat
That's what I
pie
miss.
was very good there.
French meat pie. I'd never had it before, and as soon as I had it, I became like a big fan.
It's all they had in
They
Australia.
made it well
That's all
there.
I ate. Little meat pies, right, with that ketchup. Australian ketchup, too. And I kind of got used to Vegemite. The first time I was like, oh, I don't get it, right? And then after a while, I
What's
said,
that,
oh,
like
yeah, I get
yeast?
it.
It's
Salt.
yeast paste, isn't it?
Yeah.
Vegemite,
It's like-
yeast paste.
They don't put yeast in their bread. They wait till later. They just spread it on
Yeah,
the bread.
they
instead.
smear yeast paste on things.
Yeah, and it's a
What's it-
damper. They call it a damper. It's flour, but there's no rising. They don't rise.
Here's something.
They call it a
You
damper.
see this?
What's that?
see
Hey Day Canning. Hey Day
It's
Canning.
kimchi sesame with navy beans in a can.
Is it good?
I haven't tried it yet.
Well, open it up.
Not right now.
Try it.
See.
So, is Heron still around, Mikey? Mike?
Yeah, she's upstairs right now. Oh no, she's out in her car talking to her
Look what I
boyfriend.
got.
Well, what's that?
First floor, Dock Tower.
Oh, nice.
Come on, this ain't heavy. This ain't a burden.
Those are great.
Yeah, you can have them. She can have them if she wants.
Oh, great. That's awesome. We got to get them to her.
I go on eBay, right? I told you the lots, right? I'm still getting lots. So anyway.
See that book, Empire of the Summer's Moon? Looks really good.
Yeah, man.
That's about Quanah Parker and the Comanches.
Comanches, badass. Badass.
Yep.
We got
Orwell. It's a glare. I can't read it. The what?
Orwell, The Transformation.
The Transformation.
Okay.
Oh, hey,
Dave's pretty well read on
this
Orwell.
one, Sebastian
Get
Junger, Tribe, is excellent.
Yeah.
I think I saw the movie.
And this one, Meditations by Marcus Aurelius.
Oh,
You can dip this in highliner. Just dip it in highliner.
yeah.
Anyway, Tribe is excellent. He did Restropo. Restropo? Yeah.
Oh,
He was
yeah.
a documentary. This is different. This is after. It's like why we're fucked. Why people are lonely and stuff and really screwed is because there's no interactions anymore. We're meant to be in a tribe, not
That's right.
this. This is wrong. Everything we're doing now is wrong.
We've rejected all of our institutions of communal living, like going to church, even just
Well, you
doing
know, that's
something like
communism. You can't have
that. Belonging
communism.
to.
It's rugged individualism versus communism.
Yeah.
And you can't have communism.
I think it's
There's
more.
a good line in here. It's like a lone human is a dead human, right? You got to,
So
there's no
one of the
lone
one of the
wolf,
biggest predictors of longevity is not diet, it's not exercise. The biggest predictor of longevity is if someone is someone who like talks to people. Like if you go to the store and you're at the cash register, you just kind of pass the time of day with. If you're that kind of person who like talks to people,
I'm
strangers,
going to live forever.
those are the people. For some reason, like it's that the connections, interpersonal connections. If you're open to
Right.
that, that's how you get them. When you don't live in a tribe, you kind of make the world your tribe.
Through work, through school, through religion, through civic organizations, all these things that we've turned our back on or we rejected over the years.
No, we just, our
It's been
lives are
awful for
different.
Yeah,
us.
but fuck church. I don't want to go to church. Fuck
No,
that.
it's not church. This is
Yeah,
more
but
like,
it doesn't have
I'd
to
rather
be
be
church.
lonely.
It has to be any communal organization, even if it's the
this is
Elks
like
or
if we
even,
all went camping,
even a group
but never
that gets
came back.
together goes out drinking, once a week. That's
Or they have a
These-
podcast once a week.
Yeah. This is our,
Yeah.
our
I mean, really,
ring fire.
yep.
this is great. Great
this
to have
is
a visit.
great.
How
This
how
is
many
great.
weeks? How many weeks go by like before we were doing this where we didn't talk to each
Right.
other because we're
I
so
know.
busy? We said at least 1 hour. You can't they don't so it doesn't like upset your whole day.
Nope.
You still can do all these other things, but you get this nice visit with your buddies.
Oh, that's the title of this one. Tribe.
There you go.
Tribe.
Yep.
You're my tribe.
You're right, though.
man.
That's a good book. That's very poignant.
Part of my Karas.
That's right.
Vonnegut. Yeah. You guys are my Karas. There are false Karasses like being in a nation. Yeah.
Yeah.
Religion. False
Yeah.
Karasses. They're all false.
Women are a lot better at that than men, though.
Yeah. That's right.
They just are. They have networks of friends and friends of friends, and those guys end up sitting there fucking.
You like baseball? I like
Sitting in their
baseball.
truck and listening to the ball game in their fucking truck.
Yeah, right. What time is it? The hockey.
Hey, Mikey, when are you going to come down with your new truck and show us your new truck?
He's afraid to drive it.
When's that African place open?
I don't know, but I'll let you know.
Fucking come down and eat there, man.
Excellent. That'd be awesome. We'll
Yeah, I
do
wouldn't come down to
podcast from
see
there.
you, but food, I'll do it.
It's the motivator.
Yeah,
Food
yeah.
is the great motivator.
I'm gonna do it just for that.
Got to see this brand new truck, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, bring it down.
It's brand new.
Well, it's a 23, but
That's brand new.
it was used.
It is.
It was used.
That's about
That
it.
ain't much
Dude.
used.
How
Oh,
many
you-
miles on it?
It was 1,600.
Ooh,
Yeah,
a lot
that's
of money.
nothing. 1,600
That's
miles?
new, man. That's
throw it away.
That's brand new.
Pretty new.
yeah.
Unless they
You
were
know-
doing donuts for 1,600 miles, you don't have anything to worry about.
It wasn't new enough where they'd waive the inspection, though.
Oh, really? Wow.
No, that's just an aspect of any secondary owner, like a used car. They have to do that. They do that down here too.
what you gonna do with a truck,
Well,
Mikey?
Doesn't make sense.
Oh, probably live in it someday.
Yeah,
Camper.
Yeah. So what's surprising? You don't have any of those pop-up camperback places up in the Northeast here. You know, it would seem like someone would make a good business up
They
here.
seem to be all
Something like
west.
that.
They seem to be all out west. Yeah.
But those
Well-
pop-up campers seem like a really good idea.
Mikey, if you're
Yeah.
gonna do that, you gotta start a channel. You just gotta. You can just make your money in there. Some people, I'll watch it. You know, I don't know if I'd Patreon you, but I'd fucking watch it. I'd like thumbs up. I give you a thumbs up and subscribe.
Old fart in a camper.
Old fart in the camper. There you go. Write that down. Don't fucking lose this shit.
Perfect.
Old
Perfect.
fart in the camper. Can you say fart in 2024?
Yes.
Fart. Fart.
Yes.
Everybody?
You can even spell it FAHT. Old fart in the camper.
This little
Yeah,
girl
buddy.
You know.
came up to
See,
So
my
yeah,
wife.
copyright the name.
Little girl came up to
Yeah,
my
so you
wife, right, with this weird
Old
like
fat
scribble.
in the camper.
It was all this mess, right? And she goes, "Look, I wrote smelly fart." I said I instantly love this kid, right? But she had to say, "No, that's not nice." You had to do that, you know. No, that's not nice. It's look, Mrs. Stenberg, I wrote smelly fart, and it was just this scribble shit, right? Just it wasn't really good.
That's funny.
Yeah, it is funny. It's
You ain't
great.
changed, you
Fucking
ain't changed much, man.
Little kids are great. I think I like his parents.
Smelly.
Probably his dad. Her dad is probably the shit. We'd probably get along with him. I would anyway.
Today we're going to make eggs on eggs in the camper.
No.
Next.
I got a video I'm gonna send you, Mike. It's a girl who lives in her camper and she's cooking eggs and she's cooking like her hamburger buns in the eggs, and then she
Oh, yeah.
folds it over. She has this like omelet kind of hamburger bun thing. You'll
Yes.
love it. Makes me
I,
want to
I,
vomit.
I make omelets. Omelets
Yes.
are great.
She's just like you know, really thin, you know, pretty girl. But she eats these like 2 hamburgers on buns with eggs, and you're
Yeah,
like, I
that'll
can't even
change.
eat 1 hamburger.
When I went up to Canada, when I went to Quebec,
Hey
the only
boys,
thing
this call's about to end.
Well, that was quick.
Yeah.
That was quick, you
We
guys.
got like I don't know, 10 seconds.
This is like time travel.
Yeah. Well, nice seeing you guys.
Yeah, see you next week.
All right.
Same time next week.
Ow, werewolves of London.